Hey guys, Eddie Case down here on another basement. Just completed some final touch up here today, but I figured I'd bring the camera down and help give you some ideas for your own project. If you're in the planning stages, if you're planning on doing your basement by yourself, we're all looking for ideas. This particular project's got a bunch of them, so I'm just gonna run around with the camera, point and shoot, talk about what we did, and hopefully give you some good ideas for your project. So let's get it going. Okay, so I'm actually right now standing inside what is the wrestling room. You can see we have these industrial pads attached to the wall here. They're big into wrestling, so we built them an official wrestling room in here. And we've got the wrestling mats attached to the wall and down to the floor. We've got some disconnect boxes that brought the main electric into the house. We had to have access to that, so we just put it inside a matching 2-panel door. These are 2-panel arch top doors that match the rest of the house. All right, so we also had a closet in here as well, which I guess they'll be putting, you know, wrestling shoes, wrestling clothes, whatnot in here. Back out into the main area. All right, out here on the far end of the room here, you can see we put in a nice bar. Now this is an L-shaped bar. This is probably the most popular bar that we do. If you've been following my videos here on YouTube, you know that the colors change on these bars, but the layout pretty much is the same. So we enter the bar over here at the right, back to the bar keep. And up the far end, we've got the sink base. Underneath, we've got a couple mini refrigerators, some drawer units. And this is a 2-tier bar, so the upper tier is at 42 inches. The bottom tier is at 36, which is standard counter height, with the uprise, 6-inch uprise for the taller bar stools. And that goes around, wraps around, and back into the wall. And behind the bar, we've got a huge TV and 2 cabinets with glass doors. And all the cabinetry in the back to keep the bar minimum in depth are 1 foot deep. And so these are 1 foot base cabinets with a 13-inch top. These are 24-inch deep cabinets here in the front. So we've got a 25-inch top. And the upper top is, I believe, 19 inches from outside to outside. All right, and down below, we did go to kegworks.com and get the hardware for the foot rail. So we got the 2-inch OD metal black foot rail and the brackets that hold it. You see them going down across there. And that foot rail wraps right around out here on the end here. We got a 90-degree pipe fitting here that turns it, and then right down to the wall on the other side. And all these fittings, the outside 90, the bar rail brackets, and the 2-inch bar rail itself can all be gotten at kegworks.com if you're interested. And also, while I'm down here, if we take a look up underneath this bar top, you got like a 10-inch overhang here. You can see these metal brackets. These metal brackets actually screw down into the wall, the bar wall that we built for the upper bar top, which is a 2x8 wall, incidentally, and we screw these plates down into the top of the 2x8 wall, and that carries the overhang of the top without us having to use corbels. So you get that nice clean look between the top and the front of the bar without seeing a bunch of corbels going down there that you're always banging your legs and knees on. So that's how you can do it with still have a nice 10-inch overhang with granite and not have to have any corbels. And then we've got a couple nice pendant lights. And I think that bar turned out really nice. Over here we've got what we're calling the home theater. That is a 96-inch screen. I believe it was 96, an 8-footer. It's almost 5 feet tall. You can see we built it into a little bit of a recess just to give it a little definition there. Otherwise it would have been a pretty boring wall. So we brought out these 2 columns, and you can see at the top there we put a little crown mold at the top of both of those columns, and just kind of framed the screen nice and made it a central focal point in the room. And can see the left and the center and the right speakers built into the wall. We do have a stereo rack over there that we put together that's wired for his equipment. And a matching one on the other side there that was just a 12-inch bookcase, doesn't have any electric in it, but kind of balanced out the wall. So this would be our home theater. Come around here and I'll shoot back up here. You can see that he does have the overhead projector up there that's all set up and ready to go. We got a ceiling fan. This whole TV area here, I guess you call it a TV/theater area, complements the bar area. It's just a nice big open room here. And over here in this empty space, he's planning on a billiard table. So we'll play some pool down here. On the other side of the basement, we've got a home gym. You can see he's got the rubberized flooring in here that incidentally sits right on top of the synthetic plank vinyl flooring. All right, he doesn't, this synthetic plank flooring runs the whole way from end to end in the room, and we just put the rubber mat over it. So a real nice gym. Got a TV up there on the wall. We've got two really nice big egress windows in this room, which throw a lot of nice daylight in here. See all this different equipment. Could definitely get a good workout in here. And we've got the double French doors coming in here. That's a 5-foot set of French doors. Inside this closet here, we've got the sewage ejector. And for those of you that follow my plumbing videos here on the YouTube channel, you know that this is what runs the bathroom. This can also run a laundry room, can run bar plumbing, whatever you want to throw at it. These are what make it possible to have, plumbing in the basement when you're below grade. So we hid it away inside a closet there. You still see the framing. Everything still looks the same in there as when we built it, but we hide it away nicely in another one of those 2-panel arch top doors. We also have a 3/4 bath, a 4-foot vanity, a standard elongated bowl toilet, and then we've got a nice 5-foot remodeler shower. That's the Kohler Sterling 5-foot unit that you've seen in other videos, and that's all plumbed in and going over to that sewage ejector. We got a nice bathroom. We picked up some good closet space over here in the entranceway. You can see these two 6-foot double doors. Throw some light on in there. So we got a nice big long 12-foot closet. 2 big doors going in here. And over here, which goes back underneath the stairs. We've got another really large closet in here. Extra storage. You can see right there the angle of the stairs coming down. So we built it in underneath the steps. It's a nice big extra storage closet in here. Tons of storage in here. This does have a set of stairs that come down and turn on a landing. There's our painter. All right, and again, here's another set of those 5-foot French doors, double bulkhead doors that separate the wrestling room from the rest of this living space here. You can see we do have some upper and some lower ceiling edges here. We had soffit work in here, the duct work. Over here we had a bunch of 3-inch sewage lateral lines that ran down the wall, so we just put them all up inside a soffit and kind of created a tray ceiling here. And we put a fan up in the center and we crowned it out. It's got some HVAC up there. So we do have lower sections of ceiling, and this whole other side over here at the theater is full height. And incidentally, the ceiling height down here in the upper section is almost 10 feet tall, so we have really exceptional ceiling height for a basement. We don't get too many basements that have 10-foot ceilings. But as you can see, over top of this full height door, there's almost 3 full feet of space above that door casing, which, you know, you just don't normally see that in the basement. Here we got 3 feet, but underneath the soffit over here, we're back down to 1 foot. So the steel, the piece of steel that holds up this house that's up in this soffit with the ductwork was almost 2 feet tall. And that's why there's no support columns out here in the middle of this basement, because the steel was so big, so mighty, that it could span a 30-foot room with no center support column, which is incredible. And it's the biggest span that I think we've ever had in a basement where there was a hole in the middle, no support column in the center. So, full bath, home theater, really nice bar area, billiard area, wrestling room, exercise room, and some really good closet space down here. And this basement does enter out through that door at the end of the hallway there into the garage, which is below grade. So you actually drive in and under the house into the garage and then straight into the basement. So it's really, really nice access as well. And a bunch more of these super large egress windows. They're like 5 feet tall by 4 feet wide, so they're extra big, extra tall. Normally they're 4 by 4 in most of the basements that we do, but these, again, everything's bigger down here because they had the height to put taller windows in. So these are 5 by 4s, which again, just throw a ton of beautiful light into the basement and make it feel not so much like a basement, but a lower level of the house, which is really what my company is all about, building lower levels of the home as opposed to finishing basements. So I hope this video here, guys, gave you some ideas for your new space if you're in the planning stages and you're looking for ideas with what to do with the space, how to lay it out. This video may have given you some ideas, which is why I make these things. Give you you guys that are DIYers ideas and advice on how to do it yourself. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Enjoyed making it for you. We've got like 3 other jobs right now that we're in the midst of, and the reason they're not done yet is because of bar cabinetry and flooring and trim doors because of the COVID. The pandemic has got the supply chains all screwed up, so our jobs are just lingering, sometimes for months, waiting for special order items to come in so that we can finish them out. So what I'm going to probably be doing the rest of this month, and I know I haven't been making that many videos, I've just been too busy with the estimating and the design work and putting my tool belt on and helping these guys build these things. I just haven't had time to really get centered on the YouTube video making part of my life. But what I'll do this month is I'll take this camera out to the other 3 or 4 jobs that we got running. We'll go down and we'll do some more walkthroughs like this, and I'll give you some more ideas. So I got that coming later this month, or maybe even later next week. I'll have another one of these for you. So. Okay guys, as promised, another basement that's not quite finished because of special orders. You should be punching this out here today. Today's Tuesday. We'll definitely be out of here by Wednesday I should be out of here Wednesday this week. Tomorrow's Wednesday, yeah, I should be out of here tomorrow. But anyway, let's walk around. I'll show you the amenities on this job here. This one, traditional 8-foot ceiling in the high areas, about 6'10" underneath your soffits. This one's got a bar. It's got a home theater / family room. It's got will be an exercise room / child play area, 3/4 bath, and then just some open living space where they're going to have, I think, a shuffleboard table and some other games down here. So let's take a look. Okay guys, and I do apologize for all the effects, all the stuff sitting out. Again, we're not done. We're trying to get wrapped up here. But okay, let's get started here. In the center of the basement, kind of like the heartbeat of the whole basement, we've got a bar that is more like an island. You can walk up to this bar and walk right around the back and walk right back out the other side. All right, we've got an island, like I said, here with your traditional 36-inch tall counter height lower section of bar top. And then we've got the 6-inch uprise and then the 19-inch top, just like in the other basement that we just left. With the 10-inch overhang, and if I put my camera up there, you can see there's those metal brackets again that are helping to hold this 10-inch overhang up. So it's cantilever 10 inches, but it's structurally sound because of those brackets. We didn't need corbels. Now we've used synthetic cultured stone on the front and the sides of this bar. That's the look that the homeowner wanted. Of course, we have enough room here. That's over a 12-foot bar, like 14 foot long, so plenty of room for 6, 7 stools. You can get the whole family around that bar. In the back, we've got some medium wood stained cabinets that the homeowners had designed up for them for the space, and we installed them. Again, these are 12-inch deep cabinets in the back, 12-inch base, standard 36-inch tall with your upper cabinets. We still have got crown molding and a valance to put around the top up there, so that we can close off that space above the cabinets to the ceiling. And then this crown mold will continue down and around the cabinets eventually here once those parts come in for the cabinet. So it's a waiting game to finish the back part of the bar here, which is why this is not done here. In the front here, we've got the returns of stone. We had support columns inside of here and up that end of the bar. So we built the bar around these 2 columns, and which is why we have the stone on the ends here. And in between the columns where we had space, we've got some drawer units and a sink base, and I believe we got a trash can right here. Yeah, and a little small cabinet down here, just finished out the run. And then we've got a nice refrigerator down here, which is actually going to be holding a kegerator. You see right here the hole drilled in the top, and this will sit on top, and we'll have a keg tap coming out of the top of that countertop, which is really going to be nice. Up the end here, we built the little beer refrigerator, beverage refrigerator in underneath and right through the wall into a utility room. Take a walk over here and show you what we did here. So inside of here, it's unfinished still. All right, we had the sump pump in here and radon. And you can see there we framed around so that we could sink that refrigerator into the wall. So look back over here, there's refrigerator. Put your head back in here, the refrigerator's inside that kick out there that we built. And it's all insulated because this is a cold space in here. So we had to insulate that with the rock wool. It's R13. There you can see the steel beam running through the wall. If you come outside here, the beam goes down, sits on top of that column, beam goes down, sits on top of that column, and then it finishes out all the way up that end of the room. So that's a continuous beam right into here and keys right into the exterior wall there. All right, so we got a little unfinished storage area here. We got our synthetic plank flooring. I believe this may be life-proof from Home Depot. I'm not sure. I did not sit in on this, this floor installation, but 90% of the time or better, we're using life-proof flooring from Home Depot. All right, so there's our bar area. Up this end here, we had another support column here, which we built a half wall off of. We ran the half wall down to the exterior wall, and that gave us a nice little area to put another piece of granite. So we've got a 14-inch piece of granite here sitting with a little overhang, and they're gonna have some stools over here. So you can get some people sitting over here watching the TV, which is going to be right over here in the home theater room. A bunch of new furniture here. Apologize for everything being in the way, but down there you can see we have an electric fireplace. That's a 60-inch electric fireplace. We did bump the wall out 14 inches, and we put the same cultured stone on the front of the fireplace wall as we have over there on our bar. So that kind of ties the 2 rooms together with the stone. The stone runs all the way up to the ceiling, and then we've got a 65-inch television hanging on the wall above the electric fireplace. So that made a real nice focal point for this room here, which is, we're calling it the family room / TV room, and plenty of room for their furniture sectional they'll be putting together in here. And that kind of ties together with the little overhang over here and the stools that we're going to have over here, so that kind of a go between the home theater, the bar area, little sitting area here. And again, this is 36 inches tall. This is standard counter height here, so we'll be using the lower stools here versus over here. We jump from 36 inches up to 42 inches, and we'll have the taller bar stools over here. Okay, so heading down the hallway here, this is our entrance from the upstairs to the basement. Got a set of steps that comes down and turns at a landing. We have the traditional colonial handrail spindle set up here, the banister, with a matching newel post. That newel post and spindle detail matches what they have upstairs. And you'll notice that the steps are carpeted. And I talk about this a lot in other videos, but basement steps were really never meant to be finished or stained. They're just not that grade of wood. They're normally soft pine. They're just not made to be finished. So 95% of the time, we're carpeting those, the risers and the treads. And that's called the waterfall when they come out and they roll around the nose of the bull nose on the step, drop down, step around the bull nose, down the riser, step, waterfall down. That's pretty much what we're doing on every single basement and stairway, carpeting the steps. At the base of the stairs here, we've got a large closet. This is an actual walk-in closet. So we've got U-shaped shelving in here. It goes the whole way around all three walls. And we ran the synthetic plank flooring right into the closet. And that closet's about 6 by 6. 6 foot deep, 6 foot wide. With one recessed light in the center. Come down the steps, and the first door to your right, as you enter the lower level of the house, this will be an exercise room / playroom. We're going to have, I guess, some stuff for their son in here, the homeowner's son. We'll have a play area in here, and we'll also double as an exercise room for the parents. And in here, just some mechanical. And we had a water meter that we needed to get to, and we just put it inside a full-size door, matching door. It's got the water meter in there, and the main shut-off to the house here and here. And it turns it off from the street. This is public water. All right, so that's all accessible and hidden away inside a matching 6-panel door. And these are 6-panel colonial doors, and that's what they have throughout the house upstairs. So we've got 2 ways into this exercise playroom. One at the base of the stairs, and then one coming in out near the bar. Over here we've built a closet underneath the steps, which is unfinished. You can see that just goes right in and underneath the landing and the stairway, and makes for some real nice cold storage in there. And back out the back door here, or right back out where we started here. There's the bar over there. They do have an exterior egress entrance here. You can see out there, we've got concrete steps coming down, and we've got a concrete brick retaining wall on both sides, so they can come right in from the backyard, right off the patio, right down those steps and right into the basement. And then this area here that I'm standing in, at the base of the exterior door here, this is going to be, I believe, a shuffleboard table along that wall, maybe some pinball machines and a foosball table over there, which will go nice with the bar theme over here. And I think this one turned out really nice. This was about a 6-7 week job for us up to this point. Total square footage down here is about 1,400 square feet finished. And there you go, guys. Some more ideas for your basement. We had these 2 support columns over here that were right out in the middle of nowhere, and we decided to build the bar around it and kind of make it the central hub of the basement. And I think it turned out really nice. So that was a good way to hide the columns, turn them into something. And then the third one became the ending leg of the countertop here for the half wall. But because the half wall attaches to this, it doesn't make it look so much a problem anymore. It makes it look like it's there for a reason other than just a pole holding up the house. So we're always looking for clever ways to hide the poles and do it in a way that is aesthetically beautiful and masks the fact that we've got support poles all over the place, and it's just a necessary evil in the basement world. We got the upper ceiling, we got the lower ceiling. Of course, inside the lower ceiling going all the way across here, we've got the ductwork. And if we come down here and go into this storage room right here, which is like a mechanical room, you can see in here, there's the furnace, here's the ductwork that we're building around outside there. And we have a steel column up in there as well. And we got a refrigerator back here, and there's our sewage ejector that we put in. Down there on the floor, that's running the bathroom. And so that's bathroom's right on the other side of that wall down there. Everything runs under the concrete floor into this sewage ejector pit under the concrete. So So again, the sewage ejector makes bathrooms and basements possible. And here's another one of those support columns that's back here in storage. We didn't have to worry about that one. So they got a pretty decent size storage room, utility room left over here for their personal effects. And we've got 2 100 amp electric panel boxes down here. So we had plenty of electric for us to tap into. Normally you're going to have 1. They had 2, which is a rarity. We normally don't see 2, but when you got 2, you don't have to worry about sub panels, that's for sure. So plenty of electric here. 3/4 bath, which let's take a look at that while we're here. The flooring does change here from this synthetic plank flooring to another type of synthetic flooring. 30-inch vanity with matching granite. Granite is the exact same granite that they have on the bar, so the granite company made a top for this sink, which is a Kohler undermount sink. Elongated toilet. And another one of our Kohler Sterling showers with a privacy glass door. You can't really see through this glass. And inside there we've got our shelf units and whatnot all put together. Satin nickel fixtures in the shower and the sink and the paper holder and the towel holder. Everything is satin nickel in here. These folks have another nice, beautiful, functional 3/4 bath here in the basement, so they never really have to go upstairs. They can stay down here all day, party down here all night, and never have to go upstairs. Have everything they need down here. And this could definitely be almost an efficiency apartment down here. Just a couple appliances. So there is another one that we knocked out here. We've got about a good full day in here once we get those parts for the bar and we can finish up the crown molding and put the bar together 100%. And I think everything else is good. I think the only thing we're waiting on is the valance for the bar and the crown molding that we'll put on. Once we get that, we can clean up and get out of here. But if you're in the planning stages of your basement and you're thinking about what to do, and you've got all these poles and all these obstacles in the way, furnaces and ductwork and beams and support columns, and you know the routine. You got them down there. You're probably scratching your head a little bit. I'm hoping this video gave you some ideas for your new space. Okay guys, this is the last stop on this tour here today. I'm at the 3rd property here. The guys are down here. I think I got 5 or 6 guys down here, so it's going to be a little noisy and there's going to be stuff all over the damn place, but if you can look past all that, I can show you some good stuff down here on this job as well. This job here's got a powder room. It's got like a kitchenette / bar area. It does have a half wall with a top overhang. Well, it will eventually. I don't even think the tops are in on this job yet. I think we're still waiting on cabinets. We got the gym area. We've got a home theater area. We got a game area. We have some nice storage space down here that they kept for storage. So, you know, another typical basement with pretty much the same zones that we do on just about every job anymore. It seems like every job we do has got a bar and a bathroom and some type of a TV / home theater area. I can't remember the last job I did didn't have a bathroom. So take the camera down here. We'll take a look at what's going on down here and get you some ideas. So let's get going. Okay, looks like they're unboxing some appliances maybe here. How's it going, guys?
Good.
What are we unboxing here today?
We just took the vanity down.
Yeah, let's see the back of that shirt.
Let's see the back.
Okay, there you go, guys. Basement Remodeling Company, adding another level of living to your home. This is an outdated website. We are no longer onebasement.com. But if you go there, it will take you to a link to the new website, which is thebasementremodelingcompany.com. All right, so what else do we got in this garage? What do we got unboxed? Is that the cabinets? No, that's furniture.
That's all furniture. We took toilet down.
Are we supposed to take that down?
Not right now.
Are we taking it down?
I'm not sure.
All right. My guess is we are. All right, so this basement's got a rear entrance. It's got an egress Bilco door enclosure in the back where we've been going in. How you doing, John?
Good, sir.
Okay, so this is my core guys. This is probably like my right-hand man here. This is my nephew, Jonathan, by the way. You've seen him in other videos. He's actually running the boat right now, keeping me in the office. I'm pretty much just design now and estimating.
That's about it.
And maybe day 1, day 2 of the framing.
Yeah.
And then you got it.
That's it.
You're making my life so easy.
It's nice to meet you guys.
Eventually, I'd like to give him the camera and he can shoot a few of these. Okay, so in through the storage area, we've actually drywalled the back of the walls down here at the homeowner's request. He didn't want to look at the insulation, so we threw up some drywall and we taped it. We did not finish it, we just taped it and put some mud on the joints. This big hole in the wall here is for a built-in stereo cabinet, which is going to be put through the wall here. You can see we got some electric running into the back, which will go into the back of the cabinet once it's set in the wall. Like I thought, there's going to be stuff all over the place down here. Here's actually the stereo cabinet right here. And we're going to be cutting holes in the back here, and that will have all the adjustable shelves and all the stereo equipment. And it'll go right in this big hole in the wall right here. And I do have other videos here on the YouTube channel of me building built-ins into the wall, if you want to check that out. I'll have a link in the description below if you want to go check that out and learn how to build a built-in bookcase or a built-in stereo rack or whatever type of unit you want to build into the wall. Pretty much, you build one, you build them all. Over here, we've got a half wall. I was telling you out in the truck, this is going to have a top coming out over it with some stools, and that is at cabinet counter height right there. That's a 36 inch height there. And back along this wall here, we're going to have all of our cabinetry. So this is all like a kitchenette area here. We have a full-size refrigerator here, and you can see the plumbing coming through the wall here for our sink. So the sink will be running on a pump on this particular bar because we're below grade. All right, so yeah, this one's really a couple days away here, guys. So I apologize, but I figured I'd bring the camera down anyway. We got a nice little vanity here, a 30-inch vanity that's going to be going in the bathroom. A little cultured marble top. But that might even be real marble. All right, so it's just a powder room. Just right over here. We got a toilet going over here. Obviously, there's the toilet flange, and up this end here, we'll be setting that vanity we just looked at. So we got a powder room here. Underneath the stairs, we've got a finished closet. It's all drywalled and trimmed inside. And that's underneath the steps. And then we've got a set of steps with a landing, a turning landing coming down here with our, pretty much our staple newel posts and handrail type that we use on every job, our spindles. And that still needs stained and polyed and painted. Back over here. Once we get this door in here, which we're still waiting on this door, thanks to COVID, doors are in short supply, so we still have to put a door in here. We'd go back into our exercise room. And here you can see they've got a little universal here. We have it covered up to keep the dust off of it, but we have a universal back here. What else do we got back here? We've got a closet with a sewage ejector in it. Right here on the other side of that wall is the bathroom, so everything's running underneath the concrete floor into our sewage ejector. You see sewage ejector closet, and directly across from it we've got a 4-foot door that's going to go into the water softener. And we also have the main clean out that goes through the concrete wall right out to the street. So if they ever want to snake out their main sewage line because of the clog, they can do it right inside this 4-foot door opening. What else do we have in there? And then we also have the city water coming through the concrete wall here and the main shut off to the house all inside that closet. So that's 100% utility right there. It's a nice unfinished utility closet. Killed a couple birds with one stone there. There's your standard hopper style window down here. We don't have a big egress window on this job. We do have some hopper windows. And then the rest of this space in here is all exercise. So this is a good sized exercise area. Back here we've got a room for several more pieces of equipment back here, in addition to what we have out there. So a real nice gym space, and another door going back in to, let's see here if I get my camera in here. Back in here we have the sump pump. Over there we got the marine battery backup, and then the controller for the backup system. In case they ever lose electric, this sump pump will continue to pump water if they have an outage. So that's right inside the exercise area as well. So we've got that utility closet with the sump pump. We have the utility closet over there with the water softener. And we also have the utility closet with the sewage ejector in it. So a lot of unfinished closet space in here that's housing all the mechanical stuff. Okay, and then this room right here would be the home theater / TV area with the viewing wall straight ahead there. You can see we've got the wall set up for the 110 outlet and the high def cable. It'll be coming up from the cable box. It'll be down here, all in behind the wall, so we don't have any cables hanging down there. And then right beside it again is that stereo rack that everything will be cross cabled from here, from the shelves in here, right over to the TV wall. We do have a couple really nice archways here. We got, these are about 7 feet wide. We have 1, 2, 3 archways here. Let's take a look at it from the other side. Okay, you can see 1, 2, and 3. And the reason for this is we have a support column in between each of these. And we just hit it with archways that kind of separates the area that I'm standing in here, which is going to be the game area, from the area on the other side of the 3 archways, which is the home theater area. So it just gives it aesthetically a nice way to go from point A to point B, and hid those columns really nice. You don't even know there's columns there. And then up this end here, we've got another little area here, which is more of the game area. There's another one of the standard hopper basement windows. And we've got a 36-inch door right there that takes you back into the electric panel box, and the structured wiring box is back in there. Right, that was all up in that corner, so we just decided to put a 36-inch door there and just hide it all the way in there, rather than building a bunch of little access panels around those. We just put everything in a full door, which you see us do all the time here on the channel. That's actually our favorite way of hiding things. And the rest of the mechanical stuff on this job was in the storage area where we entered from the backyard. We got the water heater in here. We've got the PEX manifold for all the hot and cold water lines to all the bathrooms, kitchens, outside spigots. Anything that's running water in the house is tied into the manifold here, and you can turn off any one of the sinks or appliances that use water in the house from the PEX manifold right here, which is really convenient. We also got the air conditioning unit down here, heating and air conditioning. So there's our furnace, and all of our ductwork that goes up and overhead here. And it's all back in here. And then our egress exit, which you have to have here in Pennsylvania. You have to have an egress exit out of your basement, whether it's stairs or a window. You have to have one. And if you have a bedroom, you have to have one in the bedroom itself. You can see we've got all recessed lights. We don't have the trim rings on there yet, but these are all standard recessed lights. The doors on this job are 2-panel. The job we went to today had the 2-panel arch top. These are just 2-panel square, and they match what the owner has in the house. And the synthetic plank flooring down here, I'm not sure what brand this is. Anybody know what brand this was?
Life-proof.
This was Life-proof?
Yes.
Okay, so this is another one of the Life-proof standard flooring models. You can buy this in any Home Depot. I believe this is one of the ones you can buy right off the shelf. And this basement's around 1,200 square feet. So we've got the Life-proof synthetic flooring running throughout the entire finished basement area, all right? Even underneath the stairs, ran it in under there, all back through the exercise room back here. Whether or not they're gonna buy rubber mats to put down in here, I'm assuming they probably are. But regardless of whether they have the mats or not, we've got the flooring in place in every area. And you know, if this someday is not an exercise room anymore and it turns into an office or a spare room of some type, the flooring will already be installed. So my guess is they're going to put rubber mats down here to protect this and just soften it up a little bit. But there's your 1,200 square feet of life-proof flooring. And that is about it on this one. So we got my nephew Jonathan, which we just met outside, and John Motter here. He's been with us a long time, and you guys all know my brother, John. And we got Austin down here.
Hello.
He's our race mechanic.
Yes.
He can do anything.
All of it.
Anything. You name it. Guy can do it. Ace mechanic. And my nephew Nate's around here somewhere, so you can see there's a lot of family work for this company. But anyway, guys, I will come back to this one, I'm hoping anyway, when we get it more wrapped up and you can see more of the finished product. And we'll take one more walk around and we'll look at it. We'll talk about everything when it's finished. The kitchen's going to be nice, and you know, there's things that you just want to see when they're finished. I can only imagine what it's going to look like now. You just can't get the full flavor of this basement when it's in this condition. So, but if you got some ideas for your basement from this one, it's the reason I brought the camera down. You can see some of the stuff in its raw form here, and maybe seeing things in its raw form will answer some questions that you have about your project. So again, I'm Eddie Case. If you like this video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it definitely helps out our channel, guys. And if you haven't subscribed to the Basement Finishing Man YouTube channel yet, please do. We got a lot more good basement videos coming your way. And I will see you in the next video.